I wasn't sure what the weather was going to be today. We were originally thinking yesterday, but then canceled it because of the rain, and it turned out to be gorgeous. So
right.
Good luck that today is not ugly, because we would have felt really, really dumb.
Let's wait temperatures.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. Well, I just want to say, looking out in this nice crowd on a Sunday morning in the middle of summer, I know you could all be at the beach. Seeing all of you brings me a lot of joy. And I use that word very intentionally because I've been thinking a lot about the concept of politics and joy recently. How many of you noticed that Tim Walz used that word when he thanked Kamala for choosing him? And he said, "Thank you for bringing back the joy." And when he said that, it really came together in my mind that that's what I was feeling. I was out knocking on doors when the news came down about the change at the top of the ticket. And by the way, I love Joe Biden, and I just want to make that clear. But I did feel this lift in my step, a spring in my step, a new wind beneath my wings, and it was joy. I didn't identify it at that moment, but when Tim Walz said it, I said, that's what I'm feeling. And I thought back to my own history of getting involved and how dark the days were after Trump was elected and how I felt sadness, anxiety about the future, disappointment that we didn't have the first woman president, which I had been so excited about. But then, as I began to get involved and connect with other people who shared my values and my goals, and we began to build community together, work for change with one another, and actually start to see tangible results and build a bigger and bigger community of like-minded people who want the same things, who want to get out and support our democracy, who want to get out and work for our environment, who want to get out and make sure that we're protecting our children from guns, and who want to get out and make sure that we have a future where our daughters have the same rights that we've had. As I began to connect with these people and work with these people and build community and make a difference, what I was feeling was joy. So that's what I'm feeling in this campaign. It's become more and more palpable. I feel it this morning looking out at this crowd. And I hope that's what you'll bring today when you go and knock on doors, and just in the weeks ahead as you're talking to other voters. Tell them about this campaign. Tell them about what we're trying to accomplish. Tell them about Chuck Lavine and what he's trying to accomplish. Tell them about Kamala Harris and how proud we are to be on a ticket with a strong pro-choice woman at the top and the New York State ERA on the back. That's a feeling of joy. Please go out with that message, and I know we're going to get this done and we're going to be successful. So thanks, everybody.
And let me simply say that it's great to see all of you here in Glen Cove. And Kim, good work. Paula, everybody else who put this together, good work on the subject of joy. Some of you may not know this, but when Robert F. Kennedy was our senator, he lived in Glen Cove. And when he was introduced to the United States Senate, he was introduced as the senator from Glen Cove. Now, I know we need more good senators, which is why I am here with Kim today, and so are you. But Bobby Kennedy used to like to say, saving the world ought to be fun. And we have lost that. We have lost that in government. We've lost that in politics. In a lot of ways, it's understandable because, like Robert F. Kennedy, we lost many of our heroes. And we now have a Republican Party that is the opposite of fun. We have a Republican Party which is corrupt. And why is it corrupt? Any political party that believes that we don't all have equal rights is corrupt, in my book. And we've seen that in Nassau County for a long time. And we seem to have been willing to put up with that for far too long. So we will go out today, and it's just great to see all of you here today. And I think if someone wanted to take a photo of the genius of America, they could take a photo of all of us. We are here from every age group, every social strata, all kinds of different ethnicities and backgrounds. That's what America is, and that's what Glen Cove is. So Kim, I need you in the state Senate because we have not had a partner in the state Senate for years now. The guy who's there right now stands against everything that you stand for. Not only that, he tries to pretend that he doesn't. He's like all things to all people. But he's not. He is a Republican cog in a horrible political machine. And that's a shame in its own right, because we used to be able to count on the Republican Party to be strong on financial watching, and also because they believe, government, you keep your nose out of our homes. You keep your nose out of our bedrooms. That's what the Rockefeller Republicans were all about. The guy who's there now is no Rockefeller Republican. He is dedicated to Trump and dedicated to Trumpism. You are not dedicated to Trump. You are here because you want to fight for American democracy. And we have a candidate in Kim for the state Senate who is a community activist dedicated to making our culture better, dedicated to making sure that people who live in this district get their fair share from the state Senate, because we've gotten nothing from the state Senate while your opponent has been a state senator. Nothing. And we got nothing even before in his last term when he was state senator years ago. You are here because you believe in democracy. We are in this together. Kim, we are here with you. We are here for you. And you have made my day, and so have all of you. Thank you all.
Part of the joy is that I'll get to work with Chuck Lavine.
And let's just interrupt and say as well, September the 9th, 6:30 to 8 o'clock at the campground Craft and Beer Market in beautiful downtown Seacliff. You're all invited. Every one of you is invited. Kim will make sure that you are there and make sure everybody else is there. Thanks for doing what you do.
Can I just ask you to remind us again, to remind people that the ERA amendment is on the back of the ballot? You know, a lot of people don't turn that ballot over. I'm a poll worker,
Right.
and I try to remind people there's a, you know, something on the back, take a look at it, but people don't know what it is.
Yep.
All right, so thank you. Thank you for reminding me what a terrible politician I am, because I'm also the chair of the Judiciary Committee in Albany, and that bill came through my committee, and we crafted that bill to make it as readable as possible. Yes. You know, which reminds me, and I'm sorry, I don't want to, you know, bore everybody to tears, but during the last election, your opponent who has never stood for human rights, never stood for a woman's right to abortion, never in his life, was on television with his family. He actually put his daughters on television with him, claiming, would he do anything to harm their rights? Well, he didn't answer that question, but the answer we all know is he will not stand in the way at all of a Republican Party's corruption in believing that women have fewer rights than men have got in this country. So yes, when you vote, make sure you turn the ballot over and you're going to vote yes for the Equal Rights Amendment, which will put in, yes, Prop 1, which will put into our state constitution abortion rights, LGBTQ rights. People will not be discriminated against, because that's what the Republicans want to do. And they're spreading lies about that right now. So thank you. Thank you for bringing that up.
And could I add another piece to this? You're doing this next gathering for us, right? And there's going to be more. Tom's doing some, you're doing some. At every one of those, can we have that present? What the and because people need to read it and look at it before, because sometimes
Great
you're
idea.
right, it's just a little bit the language is always an issue.
They're going to be doing that. They're going to be doing canvassing specifically for that.
Well, I know that
And
they
my-
are,
and
but
my
I don't
office-
think we can, the last time we had constitutional
Yes.
amendments, it was
On
a
voting.
disaster. We did not notify that to everybody, but the Republicans did.
And
Vote
thank-
no, theirs was, and they did. We wound up losing.
And thank you also
Yeah.
for reminding me again what a terrible politician I am.
No, you're not.
My office is having
We love you anyway.
Thank you. A series of community meetings that are going to begin, I think, sometime in September. And we'll have them all posted. They're going to be at libraries and public places all through northern Nassau County to bring people together so they realize how important it is to support the ERA for New York. And Kim will be there for all of those as well. We stand united in that. How obvious? Could this be more painfully obvious? Who are the good people and who are the bad people?
Can we do a big group picture, everybody?
Sure.